I want to make this short. Basically, I was gonna go on some spiel, but I'm gonna try to make this short as possible. I'm gonna turn this into a question. How many blacks believe that blacks have a natural, innate ability of athleticism in terms of explosion, in terms of quickness, in terms of physical creativity in basketball, boxing, especially short distance sprinting, especially short distance sprinting? Okay, because when we look at short distance sprinting, yes, there might be some fast white people. Well, there may be. I mean, there are some fast white people. I'm sorry. There are fast white people. There are fast Asian people. There are fast Indian people. There are fast people of all races. Okay. Man, women. However, the fastest times are from West African men or men of West African descent. The fastest times recorded, I don't know for how long, ever since blacks were admitted in the Olympics. That's just a fact. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I mean, we see brutal black overrepresentation in short distance sprinting. You can't say it's because they're poor and, they just focus on those areas. I mean, come on. Whites join track. There's a lot of white track teams out there. And sprinting is so fucking simple. It doesn't take that much. Doesn't take that much equipment. It doesn't take, you don't need an ice rink. You don't need a tennis court. You just need maybe some pavement and just run. Okay? Why do blacks dominate in that area? It can't be sociology. I'm sorry. It can be. Well, it can be. I hope it to be, but from how I have the feeling that it has a strong chance of not being sociological. Let's say that. If we accept the argument, and I want to talk to blacks who accept the argument that it is genes, that there are certain genes in West African blacks, not East African blacks, that cause them to have an advantage in sprinting. If you believe that, I want to talk to you personally. If you believe that blacks have any innate abilities, I want to talk to you personally. And the question I'm going to ask you is that if you believe blacks have innate abilities, are you willing to admit whites have innate abilities? I'm not sure Spike Lee said this, and I think maybe it was misquoted. I don't know. I have not read the article. But a white guy had told me that Spike Lee said that black people are gifted people. What does that mean? I mean, can a white person say white people are gifted? I mean, where's he coming from with that? Maybe he did not say that. I don't know. But that's just a small point. The greater point is that I want to talk to black people who believe that black athleticism, especially West African black athleticism, is due to genes, genetics, evolution. What I am going to ask you is that if that is true, is it possible that there may be genes in the white and Asians, especially the Asians? I'm not going to talk about the whites because that's kind of too sensitive. How about the Asians that make them superior in intellectual capacity? Let's just be honest. I mean, the most backward country is blacks. Okay? Let's be honest. In general, black nations, sub-Saharan nations, and even Afro-Caribbean nations are the most backwards in terms of being first world countries. They're very poor, have just like modest technology. I mean, it is more civilized than tribal society, but I mean, the lower end of modern technologies. You know, I would say more of the poverty area and poor education. It's just that simple. And it's gone on for, I mean, a very long time. Now, just remember, if you accept that blacks have a physical supremacy over whites, and you also accept that blacks have equal mental capacity than whites, then you must accept that blacks, you're trying to say that blacks are the most talented race. By a small margin, because we know that we don't value physical things in our physical capacity in our society. So just by a small margin. I'm not trying to debate anybody. I'm just being a black person, being real, okay? I just find it very puzzling how we are looking at, you know, race in sports, you know, blacks believing that there's racial differences in sports that are genetic, but when it comes to mental capacity, which, yes, I understand you may be offended by, mental capacity which show blacks are on the lower end, we don't want to talk about the genetic reasons for it. Have a nice day.